Match day at St James's Park. 3 home games on the space of a week, so I don't mind not having to travel so much. But it seems Newcastle United content is quite a lot here over the next few days. Going into this game, I can't believe this is 15th against 16th in the Premier League, and I have to say, in our point of view, how the hell is Newcastle United 15th in the Premier League? I know we haven't been picking up results, but we haven't been that bad, surely. I think Newcastle, performance-wise, a couple of stinkers in there. Brighton for half wasn't great, Arsenal game wasn't great, but the other matches there, I felt Newcastle's had enough to get results in these games. And the fact you're looking at this league table now, Newcastle's actually technically in a relegation battle, even though I don't think we are. I just think it is astonishing. Newcastle's done well in the Champions League, but it's not reflecting in the league. Players like Gordon are performing every single time in the Champions League, but they're not performing at all in the Premier League. So it's a real balance we need to sort it out. Today has to be a day against Fulham where you just get it together and grind out a result. I do not care how we play today, just get the 3 points. I can't make that message clear enough to the lads today. Of course, if you guys are new around here, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the games this season. Of course, we're going to be attending every single one of them. And just looking ahead to the match against Fulham. It'll not be a massive vlog for this game, to be honest, because I'm at St James's Park that many times, but I kind of don't want to, I guess, put too much into this particular game, because I know for you guys watching it's probably your least exciting out of the 3 games, I would argue. But again, you just need to get the result against Fulham today. Of course, their team's just arrived, they're ready to go, and for Newcastle, you just got to be able to grind results out. We haven't done it barely at all in the Premier League. West Ham, you're fortunate enough, is our next game away. You'll be licking your lips at West Ham the way they've been playing. Afterwards, you've got Brentford, which won't be an easy match, but again, probably a nice enough away game. But just these sort of away games are always ones that just seem to take points off Newcastle. And because of how good we'll be in the Champions League, if you beat Athletic Club at St James Park in the next Champions League match, I feel like you've got the luxury of being able to not prioritise Marseille away and Leverkusen away, which means you can focus on the derby at the Stadium of Light, and you can also focus on our fixtures surrounding those Champions League away matches. So I feel like we've got a right balance now. Win today against Fulham, need to beat Tottenham, in my opinion, in the Carabao Cup. You've got to maintain the ambition of potentially winning silverware. But other than that, just get 3 points. That's all I'm going to say now. I'm not going to go into it anymore. I think Newcastle wins this game at 2 or 3-0. Comfortable, needs to be comfortable if you are going to be truthful. But again, the points are the important part. Let's just make sure we win the game today. However, the Mags. So tell me your name, lads.
My name's Liam. Liam.
And what were you saying for the score today against Fulham?
I think it's going to be 3-1.
Had you goal scorers mind?
Gordon 1, Jake Ramsey 2.
Okay.
I think it's going to be 2-1. Baltimore and Anthony Gordon.
Okay. Hello mate, you good? What about you?
I think 3-1 as well. Baltimore and Anthony Gordon too.
Yeah. Here we are inside St James's Park 1 hour before kick-off, and I don't want to spend this video bashing the opposition team, but it's Saturday 3 PM kick-off, and that is 3 blocks out if possible. I believe the away end's allowed 6, hence why it's got the fully safe stand section there, so to sort out half the away end, that's not good enough for me. I know Fulham haven't started this season well, but this is a Saturday 3 PM kick-off. Train there, train back. I get it costs money, but I think a lot of teams in the Premier League just tend to do this. They just don't want to make the miles. They don't want to travel up to Newcastle. The teams are performing well. And from looking at that, I think there should be more Fulham fans, in my opinion. They have probably 1,500 here or so. Considering the size of Fulham, considering the fact that they are a well-supported football team, I just don't think that's a great attended show at all from them, considering the circumstances of this game. Oh, I like it. None of this music for the game, it's let the crowd build up. I like this. Class from Murphy wins the wins the ball and scores all on his own. It's literally all in. What a goal from Murphy.
First goal of the game to Newcastle scorer, St James's Park.
Playing for a chance to go to Las Vegas. It's good to finally see some half-time entertainment back.
Give a big round of applause, please. Wow.
It's a rubbish goal up. What a view to concede. Bob is claiming a head injury, but I don't think they'll get away with it.
The equaliser for Fulham, score number 20, Sasha Lukic.
Oh, there we are. Finally got there. Oh, Fulham, an unbelievable run shot. Bruno snapping at the rebound. Despite how crap they've been, that was deserved. That's going to be it now. They're not going to get any more from the game. There we have it, full time at St James's Park. Newcastle United 2, Fulham 1. I know I said in the intro I didn't care how we played just as long as we win the game. I regret saying that because that was stressful, horrible. And to be honest, in our point of view, just a truly average performance. It just wasn't great at all today. And I'd actually argue I'm being somewhat flattering towards Newcastle as well. But no matter what I felt like towards our team performance, we were better than Fulham. Let's be honest now, we were by far the better team in the game. Fulham deserved nothing from the game. I would argue if it was a 1-1 result at the end, it would have been a bit of a snatch and grab from them. They had little spells in the game to get into the opposition team first. They had spells towards the end of the first half, bits in the second half, that applied pressure on Newcastle, a few chances here and there. But they aren't good. They are not a good team at all. I think they do have a serious chance of going down this season, especially after yesterday. Leeds won again. They've got a legitimate chance of staying up. How Sunderland won at Stamford Bridge. They scored a last-minute winner as well. They're not going to go down. So for teams like Fulham, West Ham, we've got them next week. They've got a real chance of going down. They've got to get together because it's a season where teams, registered teams in the Premier League, are going to be going down because the newly promoted teams are not messing around. And talking about Fulham, despite how average, or you could argue bad Newcastle were today, we just were better than Fulham. And what does that tell you about Fulham? They're not good at all. And I will say, in a positive light towards Newcastle, if you play bad and still win matches, what does that tell you about a team? Because I think Newcastle got a positive to take from the game. I had to start off in terms of the players themselves. Of course, Murphy put us 1-0 up in what was a brilliant goal for him on an individual basis. It's not often you could ever say a Newcastle United player has single-handedly scored your goal, but he done exactly that. He won the ball near the halfway line, ran with it and scored all on his own. It was actually a quality goal on a personal level from him. And then towards the end of the first half, missed an absolute sitter to put Newcastle 2-0 up. And it's just like so bizarre because that just sums Murphy up sometimes, because you're scoring an outrageous score or you have an unbelievable piece of play and then you'll mess up the easy thing or you'll not score the big chance that he has. And Newcastle needed to go 2-0 up, in my opinion, in the first half. And if Newcastle like we've seen so far this season in the Premier League, if you don't score goals, if you don't take chances, you will be punished. And yet again today from Newcastle, we weren't taking chances when we had it, because we could have easily finished that game off in the first half. 2-0, you're not even having this conversation. You're going to be having a more positive outlook, and you'll be looking back at today's game with real pride and accomplishment, because Newcastle made that game harder. I would actually argue Newcastle almost were a self-inflicting factor today that could have cost us points, because again, we've seen it this season, you just don't take chances. If you're only going to score one goal in a game, you're not going to win many games this season. And the way Fulham scored the goal in the second half, it's dreadful in our point of view. It's a real scrappy goal. Fulham don't even score the initial chance, hit the crossbar of a header, and then they get a rebound, which has ended up in a bit of a head collision before it went into the goal. But Newcastle, you almost put a palm in your face like that, because how we've conceded the goal there. It's a real goal against the run of play. It's a real scrappy goal. I would argue, I think maybe a problem in the Premier League for some games at Newcastle this season. You 1-0 up. I think we're a bit too passive. I actually think Newcastle may be a bit too relaxed when they're 1-0 up, feeling like Fulham aren't going to come into the game, moving the ball around slowly, not showing any real intent in getting the second goal. Because other than the Murphy sitter, what chances did Newcastle actually have when they were 1-0? Because I don't remember us having many chances at all. It was just far too safe, and I would argue Newcastle maybe just trying to wait the game out, just weren't that fussed about trying to get that second goal. And then when we conceded, subs came on. I had to say Eddie Howe again today. I think the subs were good. Osula, what a sub he was, by the way. He came on the 85th minute, directly led us to the second goal. It's a bit harsh that he won't get an assist for that, but he's ran on his own, took a shot, good save from the goalkeeper Bruno, then scored the winner from the rebound. 2-1 up, 90-minute winner. Bruno at St James's Park, things you love to see. And I had to say, Osula, for being this younger striker, that's not the guy that's going to kick on for us. He was class today. He actually looked quite good off the bench. All subs. Elanga wasn't too bad, to be fair. I thought he came on, and you know what? I think there was a player in Elanga. I know you guys watching this video are going to say, Adam, his passing was awful, his crossing was awful, his shooting was awful. Fair enough. But you know what? He ran at the attacking players. He was positive when he came on. He wasn't an unbelievable player from any stretch of imagination. But I actually think Elanga, once it clicks, it's going to click for him. I think he actually is a player in there. I think certainly seen more positive, and he'll get the chance against Tottenham midweek, so I'm intrigued to see what he can do. Tonali, considering the fact he's had an illness all week, hell, he's been at one training session and they took him out of the training session because he was still ill. He was by far our best attacking option today. Came off the bench, was a positive game changer, and yet again, Sandro Tonali, considering the fact the guy is ill, and ill Tonali is still better than what we have. He is by far our best attacking option today. Was real positive behaviour, and he was on the pitch, he was direct, he was moving the ball forward, his passing range was good, he was taking shots on. He by far again was just the best player. Tonali is just a level above the rest. I think Chow was quality at the back. I felt like if you were to look at a player who's played the entire game, I think Chow was the best of a lot for that. But it was just an all-right Newcastle performance. I think the character was great. I think Newcastle showed real intent once we conceded to go and win the game. But again, it's kind of our fault that we're in that situation in the first place. We've got to finish games off. We'll have the chance to do so. Fulham were there for the taking. Newcastle made it hard. I think we made it hard ourselves. I don't think Fulham had a great game at all. So you got to look at it, I guess, in a negative sense and look at how to improve on that. But we won the game. That's what I asked for. We won in the end. Doesn't matter how we do it. Sometimes it's stressful, as frustrating as it is. Good performance, from some areas towards the end of the game. We've got there in the end, we've won. Let's look ahead now. 2 wins in a row, Tottenham midweek. You beat them, West Ham's an easy enough Premier League away match, and then Newcastle could finally get some momentum going. We'll take it, we'll move on. Not a great game, but we'll move on, lads. I'm happy with the result. Take care, guys. We'll see you all in the next one.